Hello, welcome to my channel. So glad you stopped by. I'm going to be working on Twinchie Tuesday. I'm working ahead because next Tuesday I am going to be gone. Our son-in-law actually graduates from college next Tuesday. So I'm going to be working ahead so that I can have this up while I'm gone. I'm just going to make 4 today. I'm going to try to make sure. I did my first Twinchie Tuesday last week. It was like 1 hour and 15 minutes. So I'm going to try to, make it a little bit faster. So I've got my 4. I'm going to do 4. And I've got my pieces of paper that I want to put on them. I got them out of this one, Happy Garden by Park Lane. I got this at Ollie for $1.99. I don't think you can see it, but sure wish I could have got a whole bunch of them, but I think I only have 1 or something, because I only got 1. I'm pretty sure I would have got more than that if they'd had them. I think week after next we're going to be out of town, and there is an Ollie. I'm going to stop, see if they got anything. I haven't been in there for a while. I haven't had any money to spend, so I haven't been in there. So we'll stop and see. This is the first one I'm going to put on. And I'm going to make sure I have some blues. So I think I will go down here in this corner. And I don't mind just taking a little bit because that'll just give me some scraps to use on my next project. I'll have one, because there's 3 or 4 pieces of each pattern, so that'll give me one piece that I can cut up and have, for little projects. Oh, I got the hiccups. Oh, sorry. I hope that you are all doing well. We're having a good day. I'm doing a lot of laundry today. Woohoo! I'm working on videos, getting videos editing. My editing program and my computer are still working. Yes! Okay, here's the second one I'm going to do. I'm going to try to do them all 4 at the same time instead. Last time I did 1 at a time. I think that was part of the reason it took a long time too. So trying to get my videos edited and start getting them up. Lots of old videos going up, guys. February and March. I didn't make very many in January because I was just too sick. So they're going back to February. And then hopefully I will get caught up and videos will start going up in a timely manner again. And hopefully I'll start having videos up every day again soon. Get my channel moving again. Get back to what I was doing. Oh, this is the next one. Getting excited to go down and stay with the grandkids. See them. I miss them when I'm not with them. I gotta readjust. I'm sitting on my leg and it hurts. I gotta know, I'm too old for that. am too old to be doing that nonsense. I remember one year, I was in junior high, so 6th, 7th grade, somewhere around there. We had this teacher. She came in one day and she said, "Now, my doctor said I can't sit with my legs crossed anymore, so I'm going to need you guys' help." I'm fairly sure she regretted that. She said, "So if you see me sitting at my desk with my legs crossed, you got to tell me, because I can't do that anymore." I don't know if she'd been gone for a little while, so I don't know if she had a blood clot or, something happened to her. And she wasn't supposed to sit with her legs crossed. Well, I sat right in front of her desk. And I was constantly raising my hand. "Mrs. Fennel, your legs are crossed." I didn't let her get away with it. I'm pretty sure I broke her habit. She was probably like, "Oh, that annoying little girl." I think I probably even annoyed my classmates. Now here I am, probably about the age she was then. I can't cross my legs. They hurt. I'm getting paid back for being so annoying to my teacher. Funny how that works, isn't it? Yes. I thought she was so old, but I'm probably about the age she was, honestly. It's funny how the older you get, the older old is. This is not old anymore. Alright, so we got that done. Now, I know that I am going to want some label stamps, some labels that have numbers on them. So we're going to stamp some. And I had 2 things out here, but I don't think I'm going to want all that on there. So I think I'm just going to want this right here. So let's stamp these, and maybe, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do the label first. I was trying to decide, would it be easier? Oh, that's too little. Would it be easier to have the numbers and then stamp around the numbers? But I think I'll do it this way. I'm trying to find the right color. Where? Okay. Maybe we'll do that color. And we'll do the numbers. No, we'll do the numbers in black. If I can figure out where I got my black. I probably missed my little basket, and there it is, yep. Did I just put that back in my basket? Yes, I did. Duh. So we will stamp 4 of these. Alright. Okay, get a drink real quick. Stained. I've had this for years. It's one of my very favorite label stamps. I have gotten lots of label stamps over the years, and I just go back to that one. Okay, now I want to use this one. I want them all to be different. Oops, I knocked my birds off. We're using birds today. Alright, and then let's do this one first. Where'd my label stamp go? I can't remember which one. Oh, the computer just went off and startled me. Yep, this one. There we go. Get that out of there, it's in my way. And then that one's missing. Oops. Okay, this one. And I think that one was the other one. Yes. I didn't want them all to look alike. There we go. Alright, oops, I'll put that over here. There. Alright, now this back in here. And this can go back in here. I'll set these over here. Okay. And now we'll cut this out. We got a postcard in the mail yesterday. The church that I grew up in. My grandparents went there, and then my mom and I, and then we went there when we were first married, and our kids. Anyway, we got a postcard, and they are going to be celebrating 150 years. The church is 150 years old. So I think my parents and us were gonna go to that service in June. That will be fun. 150 years old. But I remember going when I was a little girl. And we always sat in the same seat every week. And that'd be my grandpa and my grandma and my mom and my cousins and me. And my grandma worked in the nursery every single Sunday for Sunday school. So like all these little kids, well, they're all adults now, Some of them even, like, a lot of them are older than me. They remember my grandma being their Sunday school. She was in there. She hardly ever, if she missed, she was in the hospital. I mean, she just didn't miss. And then during Bible school, she lived real close to the church. And she would open up her home and have all the little babies would come to her home and stay so that they would have the nursery to have a class in. Okay, so now I also think I would like, I got this out. I haven't had, remember when everybody used wood veneer all the time? I think I have some little hearts in here. This is a mess because my cat, one time when we were gone, she came in here and well, no, we weren't gone. My husband was in the hospital and she was here. I had friends checking on her all the time, but she was here. And when we got home, she had knocked us down. I was all over the floor. And I have never came and reorganized it. I just picked it all up off the floor and put it back in here. Here's a heart. But, oh, there's the kind I was thinking. This kind. I thought, there's 1, 2. I thought I might like to have these little hearts. 4. There we go. I think that's what I'd like to have. Look, see, I even have numbers and alphabet. I had those all sorted. Yeah, I did. I'm trying to see if there was anything else that I'm not remembering. I just have it. I don't know. If I used them all the time, I might be more likely to come in here and sort them, but, those are cute. I forgot about those. Got some owls. Got some mushrooms. Yeah, I think the hearts. Oh, I got some leaves, but I think by the time I get the birds on there, where's the birds? Yeah, that's not going to work. No, because they got their little branches and stuff. That's not going to work. Okay. Alright, that's what we're going to use. I mean, I love my cat. It's a good thing I love my cat so much, because that's not fit back in there now all of a sudden. I had stuff organized in it back when I had her organized. Yeah, it's a good thing. Okay, and I got my lace down here, and then I got this on here I want to put on here. So let's start figuring this out. Now, I had these cut out for, figure out what looks, I guess that looks right side up, and that looks right side up. I got that, and I got these. And there's a kitty here. Just more evidence of her crime. Okay, so this one was to go on one of these, I think. Okay, and then that one, maybe. Okay, and I think I had this one on this, yeah. And then this one has a little blue in it. Okay. Now, look at my tweezers. It's easier for me to pick things up with my tweezers. Okay, so maybe something like that. That. Okay, but before I get too all serious about this, I really want to put a little wad of this. So I should probably put a wad on it before I put this stuff on here, shouldn't I? But I don't want a big wad because I don't want to hide. I just want a little wad. Just a little. Just a little. Just like a little. Like that's plenty. Yeah, but I want to make sure that some of the brown is in it. So even if I have to cut some of it off. Yeah, because I don't think I want that. That was just too much. So even if I'm wasting some, like, that's enough that I'll put that back in my bag. I got a whole wad of this stuff in my bag. Like, you know how much you get in one of these. You get tons. You get way more than you can ever use if you're not a crocheter or something with this stuff, don't you? You never use all that. Okay, so that's plenty of that stuff. This, I think, might be too much. Let's cut off the green part. Because I don't want it to take over. I just wanted it to have a little bit of something there. Okay. Now we need to get rid of all that. Okay, now we need to figure out lace. What we're going to put. And what I'm thinking with lace, you're probably thinking, holy cow, we could put all this stuff on there. But with lace, what I'm thinking is just a tiny, like it's gathering stuff, you know. So I'm just thinking, I'm wanting, and I don't want white, but I'm just wanting, my little cards have been around for so long, they're getting to where they slide down underneath each other because they're getting tired. I'm tired. Okay, so I don't know. Can you see? Yeah, you can see a little bit, can't you? So, I'm just thinking a little bitty bit. Okay, so this one will work here. I'm thinking like, just that. And I don't want anybody to have the same. So we're going to have to go through here and find 3 more. 3 more of that colorish of ones. And I thought I didn't have any lace left, and then I remembered, hey, you got a drawer of some lace. So I got the drawer out, and we're going to go through here and find, I forgot about my drawer. Do you do that? You forget about these? Hey, what's that? Nope, that's too white. That's too white. Oh, that's too white too. That needs a pen. Now, is that? No, I don't know. I don't know. We could cut off that. We could use that. Let's just cut that little bit right there that's hanging out. That'll work. Okay, now we need 2. See, this we'll get through this. I never could get that one to stay on there. It drives me batty. Okay, hey. Oh, that one's kind of white, but that one's really pretty. Let's use that one. I don't even have to take the pen out because there's enough of it hanging off there. We need one more. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. That's too big, but that would be perfect. If it wasn't so big, it's the perfect color. We're almost there. I need a sip of my water. You need to get back down in there. You're not where you're supposed to be. And I'm not using you, so get back down in there, right? That's too big. It took me forever to organize this. need to send some of that out in Happy Mail because I got tons of it, don't I? Okay, I'm on the last row, so I gotta find, what is going on there? I gotta find one on this row. What's that? What's that one right there? What is that? That will work. That'll do the trick. Okay, let's cut it off here. There we go. We did it, guys. We did it. We did it. We did it. Get it back in here. All right, here we go. Now we just got to put it all together and we're done. Looks like a hot mess at the moment, doesn't it? Okay, so let's start with this guy. And, I gotta get a drink. I think I will put just a little bit of glue right here. Am I where you can see? Yeah, I'm in camera. Okay. I'm just gonna put a little glue there. Actually, you know what would probably work better? I like it right there, and I know my thing is gonna cover it up. Oh, I gotta unbury it. It's underneath my shelf here. There we go. Alright, I made a mess with my sleeve, didn't I? There we go. Alright. And then we'll take our bird. And these are just those bulk stickers I got on Temu a couple of years ago, but you can get them on Amazon too. I just looked at my bulk stickers. I have them, you know those hanging jewelry organizers that you hang on like a door? I have them hanging on my little, I have one of those sliding accordion doors on my room. It doesn't slide anymore, but it's there. And I have all my bulk stickers in there. And so I just started looking in there for what stickers would fit on a Twinchie. And not very many of them. Sadly. Okay, so... but the birds would, so... and then back in my book corner in my living room, I have a book corner where all my junk journal books live. Because I couldn't fit them in here anymore. I live close to a Goodwill outlet. That's dangerous. When you... I gotta put some glue under there. That sticker is not sticking. When you are a journaler, living close to a Goodwill outlet is very dangerous. Because, well, at mine, they're 50 cents. But I have seen other people on YouTube. Theirs is like a quarter a yard or 50 cents a yard or something like that. Like they line them up and then they measure them. Holy cow, that would be really dangerous for me because that's cheap, cheap, cheap. I thought 50 cents a book was cheap. Good grief. They used to be a quarter a book at mine, but they raised them after COVID. I don't know why they raised them so high because they bring them out in these big bins. If you've never been to a Goodwill outlet, they're these bins. They bring them out. And they're out on the floor for so long. And then the way I understand it is once they leave the floor, because they're only out on the floor for so, I don't know, so many hours or so many minutes. I don't know how long they're out there. I've never actually paid attention. I'd say probably a couple hours. That would be my guess. But once they take them off the floor, it's my understanding that they are either incinerated or dumped or they're done. Their life is over. So to me, I would think that you would just want to darn near give those things away. Because I would rather get rid of all of them and make about the same amount of money than get rid of a few of them and destroy them. Because if you sold them for less and got rid of nearly all of them, I think you would come in at about the same amount of money, but you wouldn't have the amount of money to destroy them that you have to spend. That would be my thought process. And what they're destroying is not bad books. Like, I remember one day I was over there and there just wasn't many people out that day. And I was so upset because somebody's Lincoln book collection had got donated. And they were some nice books. And in Springfield, Illinois, there is a bookstore. And they specialize in Lincoln books. And I know that lady would have absolutely loved to have those books. Because some of them were really old. And whoever had those books, they took very, very good care of them. They were not dusty. They were not gross. You know, they were in very, very good shape. And some of them were very old. Very old. They were nice books. Man, I couldn't go buy them all. I didn't have that kind of money on me. I'm talking this person had a library of books. They were very nice. But I watched them come out and nobody bought them. There weren't even any of the booksellers there that day. It was just one of those weird days. I really think the booksellers, you know, the ones that come in with those scanners, and I think they probably would have bought them, but there wasn't any of them there that day. It was a weird day at the Goodwill that day. And I watched them come out, and I watched them go back. And they were some very nice, like coffee table books, and very, very nice books. Destroyed. So, I mean, it's not just the amount of Bibles I've seen come out and go back. And no, they're not just, you know, Bibles that aren't worth anything. There's some really good ones. But again, I can't buy them all. I don't have any room for them all. I mean, I've probably got 30 of my own. What am I going to do? I live in a little bitty house. What am I going to do with all of them? So I think it's a shame that everything gets wasted like that. But it's dangerous to live close to a Goodwill bins when you are a junk journaler. So I made space in my living room, and I have a book corner where my books live. And I have a little thing back there, and I have a thing that's got my older stickers in there that I don't quite know what to do with them. And I went through that today. I took back, well, I don't know, I have these, and they're 2x2 Post-its, so I took back one of those and found all my stickers that I think would work for Twinchies, so now I have a folder of Twinchie stickers. I got off there the story I was trying to tell, didn't I? Talking about those books. I need to wipe off my... I don't know. I've had people make comments in my things when I'm, you know, making a journal and tell me it's a shame, you know, that we tear up books and stuff. I'm like, maybe you need to go to Goodwill bins on a day when they're getting rid of all of those books on a day, every day, and just see what's happening. And you wouldn't get so upset. Okay, let's see. It's gonna go more like that, so I don't think I want quite that much either. I'm going to put this one more like right like that, I think. There we go. I think I need 2 staples. That felt like it's given out. I hope it'll let me have one more staple. Why do I only have... Didn't I cut enough lace? I seem to only have one more piece of lace down here. We might have to go back to my lace bin. Oh. I thought I cut 4 pieces of lace. Did I count wrong? Were y'all trying to tell me I wasn't counting right? Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't put glue on that, did I? I need to do that. Okay, I think this one, I want to put my lace right there. Oops. And then do I want my, yeah, I'll go ahead and put my label there. Okay, let me find one more piece of lace. Hopefully I can find something. Here, this will work, I think. It'll have to. It's not really what I'm looking for, but it'll work. Because it was at the end of the last row, so. Okay. Here we go. Gave me one more staple. It sounds like it's about out. You know how it starts kind of... Oh, I didn't put my heart on here. Where do I want my heart? I think right there. Oops. Sticking to my finger. Alright, now get our bird on. Off. I cut some of the white off, and so it's harder to get the backing off because they had a really large white border. Oops, again with the for getting the glue. Okay, and then this one, I think that one goes right there. Where does the lace go? Along the edge there. Yep, that's where it goes. Let go. There's my thing. That might help. My hands are getting so sticky, everything's sticking. Okay, do I want it on that or up there? Okay, I think I like it right there. Right there. Okay, I think we're through, guys. All right, so we have this one. This one. This one. And this one. Which one's your favorite? Thank you for joining me today. You have a blessed day, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye!